Mike isn't sure how to add 189 plus 608. Help Mike by choosing an addition problem that is the same as 189 plus 608. And let's look at these choices. So actually, let's just start with this first choice. Actually, all of these choices start with having 100. They all have 100. So where do we see 100 here? Well, in 189, we have a 1 in the hundreds place. So this right over here, that is 100. 100. And then all of the choices actually have 600s. 600s, 600s. So where are they getting that from? Well, in 608, the 6 is in the hundreds. So that 6 represents 600s. 600s. So that's where they got the 100 and the 600s from. And then all of them have 8 tens. So they're actually all looking pretty similar up to that point. They all have 8 tens, 8 tens, 8 tens. Where do they get that from? Well, in 189, this 8 is in the tens place. So it represents 8 tens. 8 tens. And then what else do they have? Well, this is where they all start to be a little bit different. So let's go one by one. So this next one has 9 ones. 9 ones. Where are they getting that from? Well, in 189, the 9 is in the ones place. So it's reasonable to write 9 ones. And then finally, they have 8 ones. 8 ones. Where did they get that from? Well, in 608, the 8 is in the ones place. So it's 8 ones. So this first choice is looking quite good. Now you might be saying, hey, okay, we took into account all of these digits except for this 0 over here. How come there's a 0 here in the tens place? Well, that would just be 0 tens, which is just 0. So it's not going to change the value of this. So this first choice is indeed the same as the original addition problem. If we want to see where the other ones break down, this one has 8 tens written twice. Well, we only have one. So we have an 8 tens here, but this 8 is ones. So this should say ones right over here. And this choice, we have the 8 ones, but this 9 right over here, this is ones. This isn't tens, so this should be ones. And so that's why we wouldn't pick either of those. Let's do another one of these, or at least a related type of problem. Which addition problem is the same as 525 plus 379? So let's just break it down. So we have a 5 in the hundreds place, so that would be 500. And then we have a 3 in the hundreds place, so plus 300. Then we have a 2 in the tens place, so it's 2 tens or 20. And then we have a 7 in the tens place, so that's plus 70. And then last but not least, we have a 5 in the ones place, so that's just going to be 5. And then we have a 9 in the ones place, so that's just going to be equal to 9. So which of these choices is the same as what I just wrote over here? So 500 plus 300, so this first choice has no 500 or 300 in it, so we can rule that out. 500 plus 300 plus 20 plus 70 plus 5 plus 9. That's exactly what I wrote down. This last choice breaks down. They wrote 90 instead of 9, and then they wrote 5, and then they wrote 7 instead of 70. That 7 is in the tens place. It's not in the ones place. We ruled that one out as well.